Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to install Mega Cloud Stacker. It's going to be the same thing for Ranking Factory Revolution, RFR. Process is the same. So what I've done is I have my backups here in Google Drive. And you may get, whenever you get to when you get to a point where you want to reinstall one of these, just let me know and I'll send you the latest link to where everything is. Now what we've done is we've backed everything up in Mega, and what we want to do is now take all of this. We downloaded all of this from a previous VPS, and now what we want to do is get it into the new VPS. Okay, so how we're going to do that is we're going to grab this URL here up top, and we're going to log into the VPS. We'll go ahead and activate Google Chrome there and get this up. So we're going to log into Google Drive, and this will be in a place where you will have access. Okay, so it's going to ask us to log in, so we're going to wait for the code. There it is, 239er9er26. All right, you shouldn't have to do that. We'll have it in a place where it's shared for you. Okay, so what we want to do is iframe generator. Okay, so we have several things that we need to move here, and Mega Cloud Stacker. This goes into the documents. Firefox installer, we're not going to need it because we have Chrome. iframe generator is going to need to go to the desktop, and Mega Cloud Stacker Factory is going to need to go to, yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see here. That's so the script, the actual software for Mega Cloud Stacker has to be on the desktop in order to run. So I think maybe that's what that could be, but either way, we're going to go ahead and download these. Let's look in here and see what's going on here. It's a little bit slow. All right, Google Cloud. Okay, this is text information, so we're going to add this to we're going to add these all to. Man, this is slow. And we're going to download all of these. Preparing to download. So it's zipping these 7 files up, and now you can see the download has started. Alright, and it's finished, so we'll show that in the folder that's in the downloads, and we want to get it over into the documents, and you can see that there's nothing in the documents so far, so we'll just go back and we're going to pull this into the documents folder. All right, we've got that into the documents folder. Now we're going to extract it all. Okay, so there you go. You have everything that you need now in the documents folder. I just want to take a look here. This is some older stuff. Okay, so this is some files that we need. And here's some text for one of our previous projects. So just want to take a look, and here's your ranking factory SOP. So since this is mega, this is not important. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. So we'll do that. And now we want to move all of this into documents. All right. So we'll get it out of the RFR folder and move it into, well, I'll tell you what, let's do this first. We want to get all of this out of this particular directory because it all needs to go to documents. So we're going to take all of it and move it there. Then we'll go to documents, and you can see that this drive downloads here. I'm going to go ahead and keep this here. Just going to leave it for now until we make sure that everything's working properly and make sure none of this stuff has been corrupted. So we'll just hold on to that. And here's the empty folder now. I'll show you that it's empty because we moved everything out of it, and we'll just get rid of that. Okay, so we're going to go back to Drive, and I want to see, okay, here's Mega Cloud Stacker Factory Installer. And there should be an updater. Okay, maybe not for this version. So we'll just have to see. So I'm going to download this first, and we're going to unzip it and take a look. So we'll download. And that's going to go right into downloads for us. That's finished, so we'll show it in the folder. And this looks like it, when it says BAK, that's back, that's an indication that this is an older version. And so let's see what in it. So it's data, rail, okay. Yeah, this is an older version, and there's not a whole lot of information in here. There may be some stuff here. We'll look at the AWS accounts, and we'll open it with Notepad. So there's really nothing here. So we're not using Azure. So Google Cloud Keys. Okay, so we have Google Cloud Keys in here. So none of the rest of this stuff is going to be anything we need. So that's blank there. So we're going to just leave this in downloads. We don't want to have the Mega Cloud Stacker Factory in this particular Mega Cloud Stacker Factory folder in the Documents folder, because that's where the main Mega Cloud Stacker Factory folder goes. Okay, so we're just going to leave this in downloads. All right, we're going to leave it there. We don't need that open. This is just a backup, and it has some information in it that we might need later should the instance ever get corrupted. So let's go back, and we're going to skip that iframe generator. We're going to go ahead and download that. It's very useful, and while we may not be using it right now, we may use it later. Okay, so we'll show this in the folder, and iframe generator. I like to move this one to the desktop just so we know we have it. That's where the rest of our software is going to go. The scripts, the software itself. So we'll go back to Google Drive, and we're going to grab this, download. We'll download it anyway. So we'll show it in the folder. And it's finishing up. Alright, we can just close this one. And it should be in the downloads. There it is, Mega Cloud Stacker Factory Installer. So we're just going to move this up and put it on the desktop. We're going to go back in here, and Mega Cloud Stacker Factory Zip. This is the folder that's going to go into the Documents folder, so we'll download that. And give it a minute. It's got a lot of information in it, a lot of files. Okay, so we'll find that in the Downloads folder. We'll just refresh it. And there it is. So let's, I'm pretty sure this goes to the Documents folder. So let's move it there. And here it is. And let's extract it. Alright, sizable file, so it's going to take it just a minute. I think there's about 19,000, yep, there you go, 19,000 items in there. So be patient. It really is a process to move this software from VPS provider to VPS provider. And it's one that you need to know. And this will give you a better understanding, actually, of how everything in the software works. So it's important to know what this process is. So I'm going to pause you while we wait for that. Nothing to see here until this finishes. Okay, so we've hit an interruption here, and it looks like the path is too long, so the name of the actual document is too long, so we're going to skip this and we're going to do it for all current items, and then we'll just let that complete. Okay, so we got that downloaded or moved. Okay, so let's go in here and take a look at what we have. This is the credentials folder. All right, and you can see when all these were modified and put in, and then you can see the articles and the saved articles and HTML. And these are all showing as modified today because we just uploaded them. So, you know, when you move your software to another machine, you're going to get this. So you've got to remember where you are. This is another reason that we like to use the mind map to track exactly what we're doing, document everything we're doing, so if something like this ever happens, you'll know exactly where to go back and start. And data, and here's the Amazon account, so we'll open this up with Notepad, and you can see all of the accounts here. This is the account name and the key and the secret key. Okay, and licensing. If you open this up, you're going to see that the license number is right here. Okay, for Mega. All right, and we'll go back into here, and we should see some stack orders. Here they are. Okay, we'll open one of those and see what it looks like. There you go. That's your stack order. All right, so what we have here is this, the Mega Cloud Stacker Factory directory is nested in this overall folder that was created when we zipped it up on the last machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here and grab this one and just drag it over to Documents. Okay, and then when we go to Documents, we should have two, or it looks like it may have gotten rid of it. It overwrote the other one. So there you go. And this, I'm not sure what's in this. This is something that we wanted to save. Obviously, I'm not sure what it is. But now this is what it's supposed to look like. Mega Cloud Stacker will write to this particular directory only if it's in the Documents folder. So let's go back to, close that. Let's go back to here. And there are a couple of other things that we want to download. And this is going to be one of them. And I'm just going to download both of these things at the same time. They're pretty small. This is extra software that we were using. So we'll just get those downloaded. Move this up a little bit. And it's preparing to download. So it's zipping these files up. And so we'll go to the downloads folder. We've got a lot of document folders open. We only need one. So let's go to the downloads folder, show in folder, and we're going to extract all. Okay, and here are two. We just want to move these over to desktop. So we'll highlight them all and move them there. We'll go to downloads and we'll get rid of this. Keep everything clean, neat, and tidy. And then we will go to the desktop and get our software to run. Okay, so Mega Cloud Stacker Factory. This is 106.2. Now this is an upgrade from what we were running on the last one. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to they change a lot of things. Okay, they have an installer, then they have an updater, but on this particular one I did not see an updater. So we're just going to right click and run this as administrator. And I'll let you see this entire process. Remember, we were in the folder for Mega Cloud Stacker Factory, and we saw the licensing document. If we need the license key, you can always go into the licensing document and grab that key, but it should recognize it. So we'll see. But since we've moved to a new IP, maybe not. We may have to ask for a reset for the key if the program doesn't work. So we'd just contact support about that on Skype and say, hey, my key's in there, it's a valid key, but it's not working because we just moved to a new VPS, and would you please reset our licensing key? So we'll give it a minute to finish. There we go. Finish that up, and you can see that it's put a shortcut there for us. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to run this as administrator. Alright, so there it's popped up. There's your license code. Did it pop up too? It did. We do not need 2 instances. And there's a license code, so we're just going to activate it. Valid license not activated. You see this in the bottom left hand corner, so we'll try to activate it again. Alright, it's still not activated. So I'm just going to grab this and put it on the clipboard, and I want to get Notepad up. We're going to pin that to the taskbar, so we'll have it down here just like that, and then we're going to open the documents directory. Oh my goodness. Open the documents directory and go into Mega Cloud Stacker Factory and data and licensing. So we'll edit that with, or open with Notepad, and let's compare. Is this the same thing? We'll get rid of that. And W7 Zulu Lima, yes, and Kilo 2 Golf Tango, Hilo Alpha Papa Bravo, and yeah, this is the same. So we close that up and see if we can get it to activate again, and we cannot. It is not activating. So what's happening, I believe, is the license key needs to be refreshed. Or we can try deactivating. Okay, so we deactivated and it says that this license is cleared and can be reused. So we'll click OK. License is no longer active on this computer. So let's activate it. And there we go. Valid license, and it has been activated. Okay, so we'll go here and look at our accounts. Okay, our accounts are here. Let's go to HTML Stacker, and you can see that's there, and we know we have some stacks in here because we just saw them. There they are. So those are in the right place. and Content Factory Express. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like a new feature for Mega, and I'm just not sure what that is. Here's the images tool, which we are not using yet, but we might begin to use because we can insert metadata and EXIF data. You know, that's a good idea. Since we're not using Local Viking anymore, we could do this using this tool here. And so here's our license code again, and everything is valid. Let's see what this is. Okay, so links indexer, we're not using that. And here's an iframe tool. These are good for a lot of things, but it's not as good as the iframe tool that we have here. And you may or may not be, here's the iframe tool, iframe generator. And you may or may not be using that depending on what we're doing company-wide. But you could, if you're not using it, you could see it pop up again in your SOP. So looks like everything's working. The welcome, valid license activated, accounts, everything's in here because we moved those documents over. So all of this is here. Access keys are there, and you should have everything that you need. So that's how you move Mega Cloud Stacker. Basically, RFR is the same way. If you need help with RFR, I can help you. Just let me know. Hit me on Skype, and that's the process.